Because this is what it's all about, really, isn't it? We're getting lost in the forest. That's what this is all about. We're just going to get lost. Just going to get lost. How about I put that one up there and we start making pretty colours. I like pretty colours. If you've just joined me, I'm just talking to myself. It's a wonderful, wonderful conversation. I just thought, pretty colours. What should we do? That one, that looks good. And then that one, that looks good. And then that one, that looks good. I should say hello, shouldn't I? Hello. I've had some technical difficulties already. OBS and YouTube just didn't want to be friends anymore, but I've reintroduced them. We've had a conversation and I think they're playing well together. So hello, Roque. Yeah, I try not to get lost in the forest. I'll try not to. I have actually, though. In Australia, we call it the bush. Which seems a bit weird, but anyway, we call it going out to the bush, going to the outback. Outback is more about desert, not so many trees. The bush, well, lots of bushes and trees and stuff and things. And I've made a little video of bushes and trees and stuff and things that you're going to see today, whenever you're here. So for those live, hello and welcome, and thank you very much. And I'm okay with your spelling, Roque. It's fine. Welcome. And in this stream, I'm going to look at a bit of a challenge that was put up by the QTube. And if you haven't heard about the QTube before, I do have links, clicky bits in the links in the description below for the QTube website. And what the QTube is for aspiring composers or those who just want to have a go and do something a little bit different, they offer free video clips of all sorts of things, wildlife documentaries, science fiction things, usually about 30, 60 seconds long, something like that. And you can download it and put your music to it just for practice and then add it to your portfolio if you want to see that as a career choice for you. They do have other plans which you can join their Patreon to get more content and extended clips, etc., etc. You get what you pay for, and I think that's okay. But they do provide some which are free, and also I'm on their Discord server, and they've started a thing. A small group have started a thing. I think one of the moderators, who is actually Australian as well, he put a post up saying, "Look, let's have a challenge," and it's a verbal prompt of a bit of a guideline of how to go about it, and I'll read that out shortly. And it's all about getting lost in the forest. My spin is, I'm in Australia, get lost in the bush. Alrighty, boom, Ashley is in the house. Welcome, Ashley. Good to see you here. Thanks for joining me. Fingers crossed, touch wood, and all of those sorts of things that tonight's stream will work properly. So far, so good. Okay. Let's have a look at what this is all about. So I use a Notion, which is a database on the cloud, and it's really cool. And it is a database. You can have all these sorts of fields and things. But the more important thing is I just put in here for everything that I compose in competitions, or these are challenges. They're not competitions per se. Just a bit of a challenge. So I've put all the details here and the due date. So got about a week and a bit to go. So I'll read it out to you. Might be a bit small on the screen. So the challenge is to create a piece of music that expresses the feeling of being lost in a dense forest, surrounded by towering trees and the sounds of nature. The piece should have a sense of wonder, awe, and maybe a touch of uncertainty. The melody should be slow and melodic, with the use of soft strings and woodwinds to evoke the serene atmosphere of the forest. Percussive elements should be added to mimic the sounds of rustling leaves and the occasional bird call. The piece should build to a climax, reaching a state of peaceful acceptance before slowly fading away, leaving the listener with a sense of being one with nature. Well, there you go. That's the challenge. And it's to create something at least 2 minutes long. So that is a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to do my best. I just threw a few things together in Cubase this afternoon. I actually did create my own video of bushland not far from where I am, and the traditional Indigenous owners of the land, the Whadjuk Noongar people from Whadjuk Boodja or Whadjuk country is where I reside, and you'll see some of the native Australian flora around there. Not so much the sounds, because the day that I took this footage a while back last year sometime, but when I actually did this, it was quite windy in them, so I've muted that. There are lovely bird calls and things in the background, but that would take a lot of work to clean up, and I might be able to get a few bird sounds at the beginning or something. But I've included a lot of instruments. I was about to say some that I haven't used, but there's lots I haven't used because I haven't done a lot of music. But I've recently, again, I only get things when they're on sale. 8DIO, we're having a sale on individual instruments. So I got a flute, alto flute, oboe, and clarinet, which sound amazing. Bunker Strings Ensemble, I haven't really had a go at those yet, so I thought I'd throw that in. Arturius Pigments, they're having a sale at the moment. Yeah, having a sale. But there's on their individual instruments and packs, sound packs, if you are into Arturia's synths and that sort of thing. So I've got a Pigments there. Got some wood blocks from Cine Percussion. So a full orchestral sort of percussion patch there. Yeah, pan flutes and laws. So from Native Instruments. So I've had laws for a long time, was very excited to get that, and then have never used it. So we're going to have a really good look at that one, because I think that's going to be possibly most of what we're going to be doing here. So I hope some of the video might inspire me. I've got no idea what to do. But we'll see how we go. I'm going to start with some chords and just have a bit of a nice soft chord progression, perhaps. I don't know where to start that off. I often try and start it with yeah, I do have a lot of string libraries, but I wanted something different, and the bunker strings sound raw, natural, and I think that's sort of what I'm going for, is a sound which is quite, out in the open. No reverb. It's just it's subtle. It's just there, the hint of a sound. So see how we go. Oh dear. But I was colorizing everything so I think that's the important thing to do first, is to get all that done. So I was up to the green one there, so we need 54 for the next one. If I can find it. Where is it? 54 for the next one. I really do like Cubase in this respect, that we can just go through and easily colour things. Nice. Pretty blues. Oh, I did that one. Goose. There we go. Oops, wrong button. I'm still getting used to it, but I'm getting there. Getting there. Where'd I go? What did I do? There we go. That was 54. That was the next one. 70. That was the next one. 86. Okay, so we're down to here. I think I'm getting there. I keep getting That one? That one. No. See, I get confused. Maybe I should just do one. Yeah, I've done them too close together now. Anyway, that'll do. Then I've got a spare contact at the end. All right. Good question. Does the challenge include a video or do you just have one for reference? I just decided to do one because I thought it'd be nice just to throw it up on my YouTube channel anyway. I won't distribute it to through DistroKid to Spotify or anything like that, unless it's really good. You never know, because it'll be about 2 minutes. But I thought it'd be just nice and relaxing, and that's what I think I'm going for, and also to help inspire me as I'm writing it. So no, you don't have to do the video for the challenge, but I just happen to have it here, so I sort of threw it together. I literally threw it together this afternoon. There's some crossfading between scenes and off we go. So it's not a lot. There's trees and they move in the breeze. Trees in the breeze. That's it. And we just got to imagine ourselves getting lost in the forest. So I'm going to add, for starters, I'm going to add a piano. I always like to add a piano for the start. And I'll actually add one that got recently, original cinematic soft piano from Spitfire Audio. So I'll add that one and I'll put it up the top here, and it sounds really, really lovely. So yeah, it's not too bad. So there's a few presets with this. Intimate upfront. Might try upfront. Because the piano, I like to start with the piano to at least give me the chords and give me the notes to work off, and then I can sort of copy and paste things around as I go. And I'm actually starting to learn to play the piano properly. That's my challenge for the year. I've got several challenges for the year, and one of them is to learn to play the piano properly. I can play the right hand all right, but I can read music on the treble clef, introduce the bass clef on my left hand, and things just fall apart. So that's where I want to get better with that sort of thing. So we'll put a bit of reverb in there. Then we might leave it in, who knows. So we've got a soft piano in there. Let's see. Let's start with some chords. Let's actually have a look at just get one of my handy tools up so I can use that. Okay. So I'll put that across here. And this is the video we've got, or that I've got. Turn that off for now. So it's just, nice little video, not far from where I live. And there's lots of national parks and bushland around me. And when you get into this sort of scrub in Australia, if you cannot see outside of that group of trees and shrubbery, you can get lost very, very easily. And especially in hot weather, you really want to have at least a good couple of litres of water with you. I used to be a scout leader many, many years ago and do a lot of hiking and things. And there's lots of snakes and spiders and all sorts of interesting creatures. But if you leave them alone, most of the times they leave you alone as well, so that's okay. But it is pretty harsh, but can be quite beautiful too. There's some beautiful golden wattle. So, look, that's the pictures I've got to go with it. I've just got to try and work out what to do now. So what I've got here is I have put it on 60 beats per minute in 6/8 time, of all things. So, so I really want that, you know, if you were to... So that should, I don't know why, that is doing what I wanted it to do earlier. I was looking at this earlier and it wasn't doing what I wanted to do earlier. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, so it is right. Because I wanted the metronome to give me the upbeat on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the 1 and the 4 of each bar. So I get that feeling of the 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, rainbow ice cream. I like my track colours to be in the colour, you know, similar to a rainbow. It's very important to have the aesthetics of your tracks looking really good. It helps with the creative process. You go with a hot dog look. I'm very impressed, Ashley. It's very creative. Very creative indeed. So I'm going to start with some chords, and I can't remember how to do this. No, there is a way. There is a way. Chords. Chords, yes. So we open up the bottom bit. See, I'm still new to Cubase. I'm still learning. Open up the bottom bit, and if you look at the bottom, there's chords. They're very big chords. We can make them a little bit smaller. I think we'll have a mysterious forest, and we're going to have there's a way of choosing. And I've forgotten again. The key. Nope, that's colour. Key of C somewhere. Somewhere. I want to change the key, load chord pads. Oh, that's right. So if we load it, that's right. If we choose, what's a good minor scale? E minor. That sounds like fun. There we go. And then what we can do is we can lock all pads. And what that does is if you go back to this as you play, it doesn't change as you play along, so it locks them in place. But I like the circle of fifths to work with, and we need to come up with something soft and minimal, and I don't know what. Okay, moment of creativity. All right, let's go with this. Let's start off with the E minor. I like how you can just drag and drop this up here. It's so awesome. That would work. Time-wise, that will work. So we've got E minor. more like that. Yeah, drag and drop, Ashley. It's just like it's a non-piano player's dream. Because I haven't learned a lot of guitar either. So when it's like, put in a chord progression, it's like I know what sounds good, but I don't know how to write chords, and it took me forever previously to come up with anything and then work out why my bass line wasn't working or whatever, is because I didn't get the chords right to start off with. So yeah, this is a really cool help. This just really gets me started because I know what sounds good as a singer. Done singing most of my life, but it's just like So yeah. So right from the circle of fifths, you can choose the chords that work, that are closer and stuff, and it really helps. So I've got an E minor to a C major to a G, da da da, to a no, I know what note I want. Hang on. Well, good, peaceful and tranquil is what I'm going after, Ashley. Thank you for that. Good. I'm on the right track. Da, da, da. I don't want a G sharp, but I want. Oh, that's what I want. It is a D. That work? Let's get rid of the D. I'm not sure. 1, 6, 3, 7. Yeah, we'll put that in. There we go. Snap to grid. That's better. So we've got E minor, C major, G, D. G to A sounds uplifting. It does. So I'm thinking the next one we go B, B, A. Not sure. D to A. Yeah, let's throw it in there. How else do we do this? That work. need to go back to the E minor. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Let's see if that works. Who knows? Let's see if that works, shall we? Let's have a listen. So far, so good. I'm okay with that. All right. Interesting chord progression. Don't know where that came from, but that's okay. Okay, so yeah. E minor. There we go. How's that work for a chord progression? And then I think that can be pretty much repeated the next bit. And that'll get us a fair chunk in. There we go, half the song's done. No, not really. So what we need to do is we need to move this over here so we can get a bit of a loopy loop thing happening. Turn the loopy loopy thing on, and we need to let's have a look at laws, because we can pick some instruments with that. Now this is an interesting instrument from native instruments, in which you can pick lots of different presets. So as I say, I haven't had to play with this one terribly much. So there's a lot, I haven't even listened to a lot of these. So let's just pick one at random, Anthem of Souls. So what it does is it has 3 instruments that you can change the intensity of, and it's got some cool graphics that go with it. But basically, this has got trumpet, voice, and a baritone sax. So depending on where you play on the keyboard is where what sound comes out of it. So let's have a listen. So if I play down the bottom here, where are we? Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Ha 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 ha. Let's go down here. So that's more of the voice there. So if we go down, and and you can blend them up, I think. So you can have more of one and not of the other and all that sort of thing. So there's some interesting sounds. And it's more of the ambient type of sounds. But as I say, I haven't really played with that. Inca minor. There's some really cool. There we go. Flute and clarinet. There's some really, there's some scary stuff and there's some other, it's really interesting sounds. So here you go, jungle landscape. That's what we're doing. We're walking into a forest. Surely this would have to be right. So this is alto, flute and clarinet. Haunting sounds, very haunting. Expressive winds. Oh yes, this has got the, I'm not going to say this correctly, I know I won't. Shakuhachi and the alto flute. I'm only playing 2 keys there, but it's warbling and the samples are really expressive samples, so they are not just the one tone, not the one sound. So I'm thinking if we can get something that is textural essence, sort of like a pad underneath sort of thing. That sounds really nice. So, that's... And, Ninja Warrior. That's me. That is definitely me, Ninja Warrior. But there's a lot of presets. Let's see, classical. Photograph. Fluttering thoughts. We've got a violin, cello, and viola da gamba. There's lots of different, very different. Body of water, born in nature. There we go. What could go wrong there? So, that's right. And they've got a voice as well. So, cello and double bass. This might be nice. There you go. How's that? Ooh, hello. So that's some interesting. That's a bit. Hey, let's tone that down a bit. So not sure about that one. Foggy Road. That could be interesting. Ashley, I just saw your comment. Yes, your neighbours might think you might be sacrificing a goat or something, which is probably not a good thing for the goat, at least. Not too sure about that, but that could work. That could work. So Foggy Road might see if that one works. Frozen Blessing. And you can pretty much if you choose something and you think, oh no, I actually want to change it to something else, you can just click into here and pick whatever you want and create something yourself. So let's do that. Let's have a voice and see what happens there. Or just, and that's the other thing too, is you can have nothing. So you can have there is a way, I'm sure there is, of choosing nothing. Oh yeah, you just turn it off. So if you wanted to, you could just have the voice. If it'll work. What have I done? I've broken it. No. I think that needs to be on the middle. Maybe. Aha. Maybe it needs to have something else? That's a good question. I do like the sound of that. So let's see if we can get the voice working with that. Why isn't that? That's back to hurdy-gurdy. I didn't want the hurdy-gurdy. I want that. There we go. Let's try that. Ah, now we're loading the right thing. Haha. Ah, because I'm not. I know what I'm doing. Problem exists between the keyboard and the chair. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Now, if I hit the tick here, there we go. Do the same with the voice, and we'll do that. And the tick here. Oh, I seem to only have that now. All right, we might move on because this is taking a bit. Look, this is one that I really do like. Ventus pan flutes. I'll have to play with laws and get that sorted. As I say, when you're new to libraries, it is a bit of a challenge. All right, these are Ventus pan flutes, and they sound amazing. I love these. So I reckon we should just see if I can get something up here, perhaps. E minor. What's an E minor scale? No idea. I don't know. I'll wing it and fix it later. I am having piano lessons this year. Definitely having piano lessons. Let's see what we can come up with. What's our lowest note down here? Okay. course it is. All right, let's see what we can. Let's just record something and hope for the best. Hope for the best. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay. That wasn't what I planned. Because I haven't got. Yeah, it should have 2 bars of click in. I don't know what is going on with this. My other goal is to learn Cubase properly too. All right, let's just do this. We'll just do this. We'll wing it. Start with the chords anyway. I have to be balanced a little bit more than that. Yeah, I do like those pan flutes. They're really nice. They are really nice. The other instruments I recently got at a sale, again, I only get things on sale, is from 8DIO, as I said before. And these are beautiful as well. This is the Claire flute, which sounds amazing. And I do actually play the flute, not very well, and on a very old flute that needs a good service and tune, but this sounds amazing. And it even runs out of breath. And I get that as a flautist, this sounds amazing. So let's, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. And I'm just going to get what I played here, which isn't very good, but it'll give you a good indication of what this sounds like. And we'll mute that one, and we'll get a bit of this going on too. So we get the chords of that and the flute playing. There we go. Because time's ticking. The hour's gone so quick. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We're getting there. And how about, I know what we can do is we can copy all of this and we can do a bit of this, get some string action happening. And yeah, that'll do for now. Let's have another look. And let's play it from here. With just the strings. This is the bunker strings. So these are also a very cool instrument. Let's get that up there and a bit of that happening, and there we go. Oh, that sounds nice. Very Lord of the Rings, isn't it? So, look, yes, that hour has gone fast. We've only got about 10 minutes left. So what can we do in the next 10 minutes? Not a lot. But, you know, we've got over half of it done. So the actual piece goes for just over 2 minutes. And we've got the bare bones for 1:12. And look, realistically, if I get the chords in a little bit better shape, you know, because realistically, bit questionable, and get a bit of a tune up and get some harmony and get a bit of a counter melody, we've got the bare bones. You know, we can also, there's the alto flute, clear alto flute, clear oboe, and clear clarinet. Say that 10 times. Which also sound amazing. And they're just solo instruments from ADIO that are really, really, really cool. The other one I was going to try was, let's grab that and copy that down to Pigments by Arturia, who's also having a sale. Mute bunker strings and give this one a go. From there, Pigments is a synthesizer, which is really cool. I'm really getting into synthesizers of late. And this is on Forest Vocal Horn. And I have not got it on that. I've got the flute. Keep forgetting to click on here. So it's a real call to the wild sort of thing. So I don't think I will use that one. I might give that one a miss because that will not sound good. Oh, look, we could try it. No, not at all. So I might use that as an individual instrument just at the start or something. Just a bit of a thingy dooflicky. That's creativity, man. Sometimes it works well. Other times, you question your life choices. But look, let's have a listen to what I've got so far. I mean, that's not bad. And now we've got the bare bones, we've got some chords, got some inspiration, we've got some instruments, had to have woodwinds, got to use wood blocks yet. So this is Cine Samples percussion. And this is just the wood blocks from that section of the percussion. So I just thought some real plain, I can find it, just some plain blocks. No, they're all double tabs, but I will find something. So, not that one. That might be just subtle and quiet, where every now and again there might be a little bit of percussion in there. So we'll see how we go, see how it continues. I'm hoping to get this one done by this week. Save, Ashley. Oh, gem. See, save. All right, let's do this. We'll just have the chords. We'll just listen to it from the start with the video for a bit of inspiration there. With a bit of, what have we got here? We've got the, we could have the pan flutes as well. Why not? And the bunker strings and the Clare flute, just to give us a bit of inspiration. See where we go. Totally not balanced at all. Just the flute for now. Yeah, I think I'm working close to the brief. It's relaxing. It's a bit tense. It feels like at one point I could have gotten lost in the forest, but I averted danger and I'm coming out of the forest and I feel like I've become one with nature. So look, thank you very much. Mazen Music Lab, thank you for joining. Yeah, I find I work better with a challenge. Well, better, questionable. But I do procrastinate less. That's probably a better way of saying it. I procrastinate less if I have a goal in front of me and a deadline. I'm okay with setting myself deadlines, but I think it's good to be challenged in a way that puts some guidelines and restrictions around it so you can have a go at something a little bit different that you might not have done before. So I always like song prompts and all of those sorts of things. And I saw this one. I thought, I'll have a go at this one. I was in two minds whether to do this one or Sonia Score has a competition open at the moment. So that will be next week's live stream. I'll hopefully be doing the final touches on that one rather than just the noodling of trying to get something together here. As always, I'll be posting my final products on the YouTube channel. So if you like this sort of stuff, give it the thumbs up before you head out the door. And really helps me, helps the channel. Still trying to get it going, which is great. If you want to subscribe, then you'll be notified about other stuff that I do. And I am doing research on lots and lots of other stuff at the moment. So thank you for joining me. To Ro Kay, who joined us earlier in the stream, Ashley and Mazen Music Lab, thank you very much. And anyone else who joined during the live stream, it's okay not to say hi. Not everyone's an extrovert. Introverts are okay. It's all good. And also, for those that are watching the replay some point in the future, I hope the world turns out all right. On that happy note, until then and a bit more, be one with nature. Go for a walk, if you're in Australia, at the bush, great outback, or your local forest, national park, whatever the case may be. Get inspired. Get inspired to make music. Until next time.